Hey, hey. I think someone's about to come in my room, which is nerve-wracking because it's the middle of the night. I'm up practicing my cosplayer hands in the mirror while making. So I don't need to be loud and wake everybody up. Hey, we're making rings. I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a bunch of really cool rings. It's my bunny. It's my bunny that's acting up. Sorry, I'm like itching my ear. I know some people hate when people burp on camera. They think it's really gross. Personally, I don't think that's gross. But when people itch their ear, that gets me. I don't like seeing that. Do that in your personal time. Not when you're on camera. I don't like watching people itch. Even in real life, I don't like watching people itch their ears. What's something you don't like that's normal that everybody does? Comment it below. Okay, today I'm gonna show you guys how to make a bunch of different styles of rings that are super easy to make. Like, you'll be able to make them at home. They're super cheap and they're super cute. And I keep seeing people make rings all over TikTok that are like so easy to make and super cute and then sell them for like a lot of money. And I feel like a lot of people just don't know you can make them at home. I've already made a video showing how to make these wire wrapped rings. Here's just some of them. So cool. If these are the only type of ring you want to make, I'll have the video where I just make these linked down below. But if you want to learn how to make a bunch of other cool rings too, stick along because you'll also learn how to make these because you use the same strategy. Today we're gonna make so many different types of rings and I'm literally so excited. So let's just get started. Just like a heads up, this shit's so addicting. The last time I learned how to like make these, one night I was sitting in bed watching Netflix and just making wire wrapped rings and I made like 20 within like an hour. So they're addictive to make. Let's just go over everything you're gonna need and how much it is. First thing is beads. Yeah. Ow, my hair keeps pulling and I know you might see this. Whoa, what's that big red dot? Is it a pimple? Pop it. That's a big pimple. Pop it. Good. Go to Dr. Pimple Popper. It's not a pimple, it's a keloid because I pierced my ears at home and it went wrong and now I have keloids and they keep growing and yeah, I'm scared it's gonna get huge. Like I'm gonna like grow another head. I went to my gynecologist. No, I went to my what are the ones that look at your skin called? Because I get warts. Yes, I get warts. I get finger warts. Dermatologist. I had one right there. It's gone. And I was like, what can you do about these? And he was like, I can give you shots in them. And I was like, no, thank you. That sounds too scary. So I'm living with them. So you need beads. You know what I mean? But my hair keeps pulling on the earring, which is pulling on this. And it's just gonna make it keep getting bigger. Calm down. Let me show you the beads I have. Okay, to start off, I have this pack of like thousands of mini little beads. I will link this down. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. This is very scary. Imagine I just spill these everywhere. If I spill them everywhere, this video is over. And I'm not gonna ever pick up the beads. They're just gonna stay on my floor. Okay, so I got a bunch of these little beads. Also, okay, I jokingly put a picture on my Instagram story. I gotta stop behaving the way I behave on Instagram. Look how cute. So these are just tiny little beads. Oh, I'm so excited to get started. But basically, I gotta stop behaving the way I behave on Instagram because Instagram is so embarrassing to me. I hate posting on Instagram. It's embarrassing. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. And then here are the next beads. These are also the prettiest beads I've ever seen in my life. So, basically, I don't know how to act on Instagram. And I posted a picture just of the beads because I think they're so pretty, you know, and I said, I can just read you my post actually. I said, not to get super personal on Instagram, but my anxiety has gotten really bad ever since I bought these beads. They are tiny and I keep having this fear that the container is going to randomly break and thousands of these little beads are going to get everywhere and the rats, in parentheses, not pets, they just showed up in my room and I like to think they chose me. I have living in my room will eat them and die. Also, back to the rat thing, if anyone has any good tips on nutrition for the rats, please DM me. I have about 70 right now, but they keep giving birth, so keep that in mind when recommending foods. You know what I mean? Because I was bored, I was up. I posted this after not sleeping. It was like 7 a.m. when I posted that. I hadn't gone to bed yet. I felt like going on the internet and lying a little bit, in like an obvious lie. But some people thought I was being serious, and then I said, my baby's having some morning milk. My sweet little angels this morning, blessed mom life. So, I gotta stop acting like this online. People I like went to school with, or like work jobs with, follow me on there, and I don't know if people know I'm joking. And am I joking, or do I have rats in my room? That's between me and the rats. Okay, anyways, so you need a bunch of beads. I'm gonna link everything I use in this video down below, like the exact things I use, I'll link them down below. But again, the cool thing about this is you can literally just look around online for cute beads that you like, because if it has a little hole through it, you can use it. I don't like that. Okay, but yeah. Here is an up close of the beads I'm gonna be using. I'm not even kidding. These are some of the most beautiful beads I have ever seen in my life. And there's so many different like little, yup. And then I have these, which are like the crystal beads. Yup. And then I have these, which I'm so excited to use. And then these, yup. Bro, beads are so sexy. I'm feeling some type of way. And yes, it is sexual. So let's just get that out there right away. Price wise, these were $15.99, but it does come with 100 beads. These I got all from Michael's, but I'll try to find similar things to link down below. All of these beads were like $15, and then I got this pack for like $3. I just looked at the site, I bought them off. There is 33,000 beads in here, and this was $14.99. You are buying in bulk. I recommend doing this with friends, but I also don't want to encourage you to hang out with your friends right now, because you shouldn't be hanging out with your friends, but you can do a socially distanced thing, so then you guys can go in on it together. So it's way cheaper, and you have enough supplies for everybody. Next is wire. This wire right here is 16 gauge wire, and it is pretty thick. I have 7 feet of this, and it was $6.50. Next is 20 gauge wire. If you have like piercings, you'll know this, but the gauges, it's so confusing. The smaller the gauge, the thicker the wire. So the 16 gauge wire is my biggest wire, and then I have 24 gauge wire that you'll see, which is my thinnest wire, which makes no sense. And I have this, which has 15 yards, and it was $8.99. And then here we go is my 24 gauge wire, which is my thinnest and absolute easiest to work with. I don't remember how much this was. I'm pretty sure it was only like $4 or $5, but I got a ton of it, and I got it from Michael's versus these two online. So a few things about the wire that you gotta make sure you get it. You gotta make sure that it is bendable craft wire. You've gotta make sure it says bendable or craft wire on it so that you can bend it, and you can really bend it without it breaking. You also want it to be silver plated so that it won't tarnish super fast underwater. It's gonna be the same as like cheap rings, you know what I mean? You want to take out your cheap rings when you wash your hands or shower, so it's basically the same. So make sure it's silver plated and bendable. Bendable. That is the most important thing. Next, we're using this like stretchy string, or I don't even know what that's considered. This came with the mini beads. Next, you'll need some pliers. I just stole these from my stepdad and used them. I try to do this stuff for super cheap, so I don't have the real jewelry stuff you need, but those work fine. If you don't have pliers, you can use scissors to cut your wire and help bend, but just be careful, because that's the struggle. Doing that's kind of, you know, it's like you're struggling, but it can work, but it's a little, I feel, just unsafe, so just be careful. Next, you need something called a ring mandrel, but I do not have one. I will link, they're like $10, and I don't know why I just don't buy one, but for some reason in my weird brain, I'm like, no, I don't need that. Same with the pliers, they're like $10, but I'm like, no. I know I make rings all the time. I'm not gonna buy the reasonably priced stuff you actually need. I'm gonna use the stuff I already have. So instead of a ring mandrel, I use a nail polish bottle. My fingers range from size 6, well, I don't know what my pinky is, but these 4, 6 to 8. So I can use a nail polish, but if you have smaller fingers, then you should use like a mascara tube. So yeah, that will work. And then you just need the creativity in your brain. Okay, let's just get started. I'm gonna start with using these beads. Let me pick a bead out. I'm gonna start with using this little circle bead. To turn this little bead into a ring, we're gonna be using the exact same strategy that you use to make all of these little wire wrapped rings I showed you in the beginning. Literally, you'll do this exact same thing with just little crystals. First, I'm gonna get my 24 gauge wire. You're gonna wanna cut a piece that's like, I'd say like 12 inches. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your bead, put your bead through. We're gonna take this, we're gonna wrap it, you see? We're gonna wrap it around like this, and you're gonna stick it back through the hole. Again, stick it in, yeah? And then you're gonna just pull it a little bit tight. And so, okay. Next, you're gonna decide what finger do I want this ring on. For me, I'm gonna do my pointer finger, so I put it on, and I just kinda tighten it like that around my finger, like that, so I can get my finger size. So then you're gonna have like these two pieces, put them up like this, The wire is so thin, I really hope you can see it, like this, right? And I'm gonna take it, this one, and go like this, wrap, and then the other side, do it the opposite way. You see, take it like this, wrap like this, and then I'm gonna slide it off. I typically, because I will have its form, will just hold it, but this is when the nail polish or the ring mandrel comes in. Put it on here, and that way you can have like extra support. You wanna make sure you're holding it nice and tight so you don't accidentally stretch it and make it bigger. So you're gonna take it and start wrapping it around like this. There we go, and now you're gonna slide it off, right? And you're gonna take this, you're going to tuck it in like this. You see you have this little one. You're gonna start twisting it in like that, you see? Like this, which is gonna pull everything up, or twisting it. And then we're gonna take the one on the other side and use it, because you see how there's like, it's like not all sat down. We're gonna use this. And then you have your ring. It's the next night. I just got tired last night and I was like, I don't feel like filming anymore, so we're back. And it's, again, the middle of the night. I'm in a full matching set. We have a lot to do, so let's just get going. Also, my hair, I'm not in control of my hair. It is in control of me. After I started bleaching my hair, it does what it wants, so. Hey, so this is the ring we've made so far. Yup. So cute. If you want more wrapping on either side, of course, just make your wire longer. And so yeah, that's basically how you do it for any circle bead. So we're gonna make another one with the same technique, but this time, look how cute. Yup, it's a little square. We're gonna do the same thing, put it on, loop it around, make the circle, pull it to the size you want. There we go. Pull it off. And this is called wire wrapping. You can do this with literally any bead. We are currently using a small little wire, right? We're gonna show you what to do. Next, I'm saying like it's like there's numerous of me here. I mean, I do have 8 squishmallows. My pride and joys, baby. So technically we're gonna show you what to do when the wire can only fit through the hole of the bead once for thicker wire. What I literally love about this is that there's so many cool beads out there. Like, I literally was shopping for beads before I bought these for like an hour, because there's so many cute ones. There we go, all wrapped up. This one's so cute. I've never done one with this type of bead shape. Next, we're gonna do some 20 gauge wire rings, and the 20 gauge wire can only fit through like all of my beads one time. And again, it's still super easy. My 16 gauge cannot fit through any of my beads. To be honest, I bought this on accident, but it was a happy accident because I learned how to make other rings with these, with like bending it. Okay, is this my heart? I think I'm like, something's beating hard in there and it hurts. Is this my heart? What's right here? I'm okay, I'm okay. I just have a pain and I'm dramatic as hell. Okay, let's just keep going. 20 gauge, it's harder to work with. Obviously, this thin wire is super easy. It's super easy, it doesn't hurt your hands while bending. This wire, no. Because she is so, dude, right here is hurting. Wait, I pledge allegiance, you use this hand, so this is my heart. I hate that I had to just do that. And I just want to say, back when I was in high school, I did not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. To all of my non-American viewers, yes, I am American. The Americans that you guys see on TV and in your news, that is not me. I'm on the other side. I actively oppose those people. Like, I actively oppose those people. And I really hope that's clear. I am not a Trumpy. I am not a part of that cult. No. Oh my God, this hurts. Oh, you know when you try to take a deep breath in, I just gotta keep going. So, okay, get me a nice, I'm gonna do about 16 inches. Honestly, I don't know if that's 16 inches. I'm not good at like, I can't tell. This reminds me of like the braces, which I did have. And I know you're like, girl, your teeth are kind of getting crooked. I never wore my retainer. We're gonna use this one. Look how cute. This little, and it's a flower, okay? Also, I just want to reiterate, this is so easy. This is very, very, very easy. Okay, again, we're gonna put it through the little hole. I'm so focused. If you guys, by the way, if you notice when I'm like looking down and focusing on stuff, my eye starts going like, it's because I have a lazy eye and it really comes out when I'm trying to focus. Okay, so you put it through, right? And then obviously it's not, the hole is not big enough for it to fit through again. So this is what you do. Very, very easy. You put it on the finger, again, that you want to use, or again, if you're using a ring mandrel, if you're fancy and you splurge for that $10 tool, you can use that to on your, you know, size your finger and put it on the right size. Way easier. I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy it. I don't know why. I literally spent $20 on Postmates like 20 minutes ago. And I'm over here now like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy a $10 thing that's gonna make my life easier. Oh my gosh. This is non-sponsored. This is not sponsored by ring mandrels. Okay, so you're just gonna put it on your finger and flip it over like this. You see how it's like that? And then you're gonna basically just do the same thing that I showed you. It's really simple. I'm sure most of you would have figured it out even if I never told you. But again, we are using thicker wire, so it's harder to bend. So then I got it up like that. Wrap it around. Oh. Again, it's thicker wire, so it's a little harder to control. And then you guys know the drill. Twist in, twist in, twist in. So this is what we've made so far. Get the hiccups. So yeah, that's wire wrapping. I think that I've shown you the gist of like how to do it. I do have a bead big enough for the super big wire. So I made 2 and I don't like either of them. They were just super hard to make. I mean, they're still cute. They're just really hard to make. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna make a ton of the wire wrapped ones just so I can show you the end result to see like what you can make, and then we'll move on to the next ring. Here are the rings I just made off camera. This one's so cute. This little dude. This one, that's so cute. And what I did for this one is I like wrapped it all the way around in wire to make it like a little more sturdy. It does remind me of like a piece of gum. And this one, so let's move on. The next one is beaded rings. For beaded rings, you're gonna need beads, like tiny little beads. You're gonna need the stretchy stuff. So I have already made one. I made one like a few nights ago to practice, and I made it out of the stretchy stuff. This came with my mini beads, and I don't know what it's actually even called, but it's this thing, and you probably can't see it. It looks just like a needle, but it opens, you see? So you put your stretchy string in it, because these beads that we're using are literally so tiny that like picking them up, like you will not be able to put them on the stretchy string without like a needle. So like they're so tiny, you're literally using this needle to like pick them up. So let's do some of these blue ones, right? Sticking it in like this, you see? You're picking them up on it, push it down like this. You see, and then you'll pull past, and then there you go. You get your beads on your stretchy needle. So this just is what guides it on. So you just put on enough for it to be a ring, and then I also added like a big bead. Okay, now you just tie it. This is actually the challenging part. This is when I typically accidentally break mine. You just basically cut as close as you can to the knot, and then slide the little bump under one of the beads. And then here you go. This is actually so cute. I love it. Let's move on to the final way to make rings. Now this was an accident. I wasn't planning on doing this, but again, I bought wire that was way too thick. I've seen these on TikTok, people taking their wire and bending it in cool little ways, and then you can turn that into a ring. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. I got a little bit of practice in. It's not super good, but like, you know, taking it and like bending it. And then this one, keep in mind, these were just practice rounds. They look terrible, but we're gonna try again. I'm just gonna like bend up. What if I did like a circle? What if I like bent it in a circle? Again, we're just goofing around. And then what if I grab like this and do another circle or something? Looks like I made an infinity sign. Middle school me would have loved this. I know like there's tons of videos on how to like do this wire bending, and like I just didn't watch any because I don't care enough to, I guess. I was down to just bend some wire myself. This actually kind of looks really cool. Do you see this though? It's kind of cool. And then we'll bend it into a ring. You're gonna see a bunch of New York City art student kids wearing these. This is actually so cool. Hold on. I'm obsessed with this. Wait. Okay, let me keep going. That's my car. Y'all, It's almost 1 a.m. Is someone stealing my car at 1 a.m.? It sounds like my car. It might not be my car, but anyways. Can y'all turn off? I'm trying to film. It's 1 a.m. I try to film when there's nice and peace and quiet, and someone's outside trying to steal my car. I actually think that's my car. Oh no, my battery died. That's not my car. Anyways, let's continue. This is what we ended up getting. I'm not gonna try to do more because learning how to like bend wire is not an easy skill. Like you think it would be easy, but it's not. I wanna make a few more that are like multi-beads. I'll just show you because you guys at this point know what to do, but I think maybe you'll like wanna see them. This might be one of my favorite rings I've ever made. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope I taught you guys some stuff. I hope you learned some sneaky little what am I saying? I'm so tired. I'm not making sense. I hope you guys learned something fun. Well, I hope you guys learned how to make rings, okay? Subscribe if you want to do more crafts and see just more weird videos. I don't really know what my theme of my channel is. It's kind of just whatever I feel like. It's like crafts and weird vlogs that kind of make you uncomfortable. That's the vibe here. So subscribe if you want to see more of that. Yeah. And I'll see you next time. I love you guys so much. Bye.